So I have just started a new series of how to act like Fun or Imperium. So we will need three AIs. Imagine two AI really. One is the Rodin AI. This will help you to get 3D models. I think it is completely free, but to enhance your models, you will need to pay something. Create any model, it will deduct your credits. So you have to create multiple accounts. I didn't had to create multiple accounts as Mixamo already had some pretty good models of human figures. And second we will need is Mixamo. And one more asset you will need. It is a plugin in Blender that is. So you will need two plugins. One is Blender Kit. It is a must-have plugin. Like you can work without it, but this is a game changer. And second plugin is I have exported my cameras from Blender to After Effects because I had to add some motion graphics in it. But the problem is it doesn't. Blender doesn't support this kind of integration, so I had to coin this add-on. What was it? This you will have to get this add-on. Export Adobe After Effects.jsx. So this is a must-have add-on. So you will need. I have downloaded this from what is that software? I don't remember it, but yeah, it is a code mainly. You have to just download it, just search it up on internet, and you will get best links for it. And Blender Kit, you will need that, but I will provide this document to you, so this is going to be a lot easier for you. Just to click and use. Okay. So let's start with the basics. I will create a new Blender file and we will first go with how to navigate layers or how to navigate in Blender. So that way it is going to be a lot easier to understand. Otherwise, what will happen is uh, I get straight into advanced and you will be like left behind with or you get overwhelmed with how it is working. So this is the basic scene. You will get one cube, one camera, and one light. Okay. So this is not a written rule, but all the Blender users, what they do is whenever they open this file and they just delete it, delete everything. You don't have to, but it is a myth, you can say. So now again, I will make a cube. Okay. So how you can navigate this. So it is mainly a shortcut based software. So what you have to do to move it around is press G. G is for grab and you can move it anywhere. You know, this is you can move it anywhere with while pressing G. You don't have to hold and press. You don't have to press and hold G. Just tap once and it is going to work like that. Okay. And to cancel anything, just press right click, like just. Okay, so just press G. You can move it around anywhere, and you don't want to like. If you press left click, it will be here, and your by pressing left key, you are finalizing the position or any settings that you have changed. Control Z and Control Shift Z is same or undo and redo. And so let's press G again. I'm moving it anywhere around the scene. And if I right click it, it will go to its previous position. It is previous saved position. Okay. So G is for grab and move. Okay. Now I have to, there are three axes in 3D world. So X, Y and Z. ठीक है. So press G, then H, and pick. You will move this your box or your cube in x-axis. Okay. Then press G and Y. We can move this in to y-axis. Then press G and Z. We can move this in z-axis. Okay. Right click is to reset it to previously saved position. Okay. So we will mainly use this navigation. It is a lot better part to lend Toro. So now for rotation, the shortcut is R. If you press R and you will rotate anywhere. Okay. You are not defining any axis. You can just move it, rotate it anywhere. Okay. Now I have to rotate in Y axis. Okay. So then press R and Y. Now you can rotate this in Y axis. Now press R and X. And the rotate this in X axis. Same with RZ. Okay. So these are the basic uh, navigation method, and let me know if you have any question till now. एक मिनट भाई इनको म्यूट करा हुआ है let me know if you have any question. Okay, so let's move forward. Okay, wait. Bro, are you asking anything? Okay. These are the channels.
This was born in February 2030. A teenager from northern China wakes up to fervent rapping in his stare. Let's call him Duck. Duck was in his final year of high school.
For previous night, me and the parent were at a pretty big fire.
They'd had the same fight a million times already about what university Duck was going to go to and what career option he was going to pursue, about why he was more interested.
This is one channel, Fun, and another channel is Imperial. I mainly looked up to Imperial because
This is Stalag Luft 3. Constructed over the course of 2 years between 1942 and 1944 in the dense forests of Sagan, 145 kilometers southeast of Berlin, it became one of the largest prisoner of war camps of its kind in Europe. Designed specifically for the officers of Allied air crews shot down over Axis-occupied territories, what it's really famous for is not what you...
So these are the channels, 1, 2, and you can also look up here. Was in a great chunk here.
Downtown Tokyo, March 20th, 1995. 2 men are dragged into the subway station. Rush hour is about to start. They make a pit stop at a convenience store. The driver buys 2 newspapers. The passenger gloves, a knife, tape, and sand.
So these are the teachables. Now you will also need one AI, or just if you are good with drawing or anything, just even do that too. So wait, I had one frame that I had to retrieve, and it was in form. Let me share the screenshot. These were reference screenshots. Castro, okay. How America hired the mafia, kill Castro. This was the video I did up.
You ready to?
Kill.
It's 1978. Jose was 16 years old. He lives with his family on a ranch near Irwin, Tulare County. It's a beautiful place, surrounded by California.
The reason we are looking these much of references because we need to be get very accurate about the styles that are already there. So what happens is people will judge you according to how much about how accurate you are with the original style. So you have to be really careful if you are recreating anything. I don't know if I'm 100% accurate with the style they have created, but it was good enough to grab your attention.
As long as the needs. One day, his sister Cecilia has a request.
And the circuit you built very pulse to converse deeper from. Well, I didn't feel comfortable when you started there. Okay, monsters vibe and she never from come. So to yeah, what is this video number? A hired but not yet.
The dictator for Hadut. In January 1st, 1959, US
Okay, this was Imperial's video.
said a brutal revolution had raged on for 5 years had finally forced the Cuban dictator Fulgencio Batista out of power, ushering in Fidel Castro's Nim G.
Okay, so I was inspired by this. This is the only frame that I was inspired with. Other than that, I don't think I got any inspiration from this channel. But yeah, it was a stepping stone, you can say. So let's recreate this first scene. It is not that hard, very easy to make. So and these were the C's. Okay. What you can do is you can drop this image as reference in an AI and it will create a reference image for you. But as of now, we have already run this screenshot. This is good to you can say. So here is my first scene. These are two cameras. There is my first scene. Okay. To navigate in the sea or to consume is press little mouse button and you will be able to rotate your speed and to move it around the spaceship and the car. Okay, then press any object and if you press numpad full stop, it is going to do this. Yeah, it is able to do this. So this was my first scene. Okay, press numpad 0 to look it like this. Okay, if you got somewhere else, okay, you will need to select this. Where is my camera? Camera. Yeah, this is the camera. Okay, I have circled this where cover scenes. Okay, it is going to look like this. This is right now in material preview. If you press Z, this will pop up and you can just change it to what look you are looking. So we generally model everything in solid. Then material preview is to see what material is added into this and rendered will give you the final output you are looking for. So this is the final output that is going to be rendered. Okay. So let's create a new file and start from the scratch. Okay. Again, I will have to delete this. And these are the all the axes we are working on. So it's x minus x, y minus y, z, y, z. So if we press x, it is going to switch or snap to x-axis, like front view. You can say this will work like left and right view. Okay, and this is going to be top and bottom view. So it is more like After Effects. If you know how to use After Effects, this is going to be a very easy software for you. Okay, so what we need is one rope, one wall, and one rope, one wall, two clippers. Okay, so this is going to be very helpful. This is the panel for Blender Kit. Just search anything and whatever it is, if there is availability, it is going to show it to you. Most of the time, there are some models that you can use, but mostly it is a paid. Like you have to pay for pay for the premium of this model. Okay, so let's start with a plane. Shift A, then go to mesh plane. This is going to be our wall, and yeah, we will only need a wall. Okay, then press R, X, and if you directly type any number, it is going to snap it into snap to that number. Yeah, so I have pressed R and X, and then I will type 90 degree. So it is automatically going to snap to 90 degree. Then right click and finalized. Okay, so this is our front side. Okay, now we will need one rope. Okay, one rope. Before that, let's create something else, because we will need a photo that have a grunged, I can say grunged edges. So to do that, you will need Photoshop. I have already made that, so I don't think you will uh, have to be that specific, but just in case. Hopefully it is not deleted. Okay, so it is deleted. I have to create it from scratch. Okay, so new file. What is average portrait size? Yeah, I will use this. Maybe this is going to here. Wow. Yeah. Let's grab any portrait or an image of Fidel Castro. Let's take this image. Oh, I think this will work better. Now we will need a grunge texture. Any torn paper texture will work. All edges. You can take this. Yeah, this is nest. I don't have any premium. You can take this as well. Let's take this. Drag and drop it here. And shift and drag up. Shift and drag down. It is not supposed to be very perfect, but you need to make it good enough. That's it. Okay, let's grab a larger coil tool, remove this. Below this player, alt click. This is going to look something like this. So let's do some tweaks as well. Yeah, this is okay. So get a solid color or something grayish, and it was okay. So this is good enough. Let's export this. Now simply just drag and drop it in your scene. It will be like this. Now what you have to do is press right click and select this option, convert to mesh paint. Right now it is here as reference background. It is not as layer. So let's right click and press select convert to mesh plane, and then okay. It will not give you anything if you are in solid view. So go to material preview, and now we have our photo frame. Okay, now simply just press T-N, and go to what? Okay, so press N and you can list simply reset all these. Mainly you have to reset uh, this rotation. So select and drag down and then press 0. Okay, then press X axis 90. We got a plane. Okay, then go to press G, Y, we need this layer to be slightly above our wall. Okay, press G, Y, and you can play it with, you place it with arrow keys like this, and then press enter. Now we have to scale it down. For scaling, we have shortcut is the shortcut is S. Scale it down like this. I think we will need this. Yeah. Okay. Then let's create one camera, two camera, and press G, Y, place it here. Press num key. Okay, this is going to look like this. Okay, if you go to corner of any uh, workspace area and drag it left, you will create another workspace, something like this. Let's press T and N to remove all the clutter. Now what we will use this, I will use this as material preview, and this is going to be in solid preview. Okay, let's use this as also as material preview. We will use this as navigation workspace. Okay, so right now it is not in an ideal frame. So what you can do is go to camera. You can enable safe areas. So these are the safe areas you will get. You go to view code display and push it all the way up. So it is going to be soloed out. We only see what this camera is. Okay. So safe areas. What I thought there was some killers also. No. Yes. Gyro Drake is. Okay, so let's navigate this camera. Press G, Y, and close it. Again like this. And press G, Z. Let's not change this. We will move it up. We will move this photo up. G, X, and we will center it down. The reason why I'm not following the rule of thirds here, like you can follow this by placing it somewhere in the right margin, as we can add one text in the left and a small text in the right to balance this composition. So let's keep it here. Okay, now we need to add one rope. So just type disable this from here. Let's type rope, ROP, and you will get these kind of ropes. We'll just drag it down. Okay, I will use this rope here. Okay, we got our rope. Now what you have to do is press tab. Tab will get you to the edit mode. Now you can edit any model. Okay, so without pressing tab you won't be able to modify any error. Okay, so press tab and you will get to I didn't know. Okay, till now, is there any confusion or anything? Just show me signals, like anything. Or okay, great. That's okay. Low. Okay, so we have to straighten this rope. So these are called Bezier paths in this Blender world. Okay, so then just press this point, press G, and move it here. GZ. Okay, press G, Z. Okay, we will need to fix this GZ, and yeah, we have got almost, not almost, not even close to almost, as GZ. We will also need a slight curve here because of it is not a rope, it is going to be a thread. It is going to be a thread. So let's test this GZ. Move it slightly up like this and press G, Z, slightly up. Okay, till now it is looking good. Now what we have to do is press cap and scale it down a little. Okay, I don't think by scaling it down we are going to do anything with the thickness of the rope. Okay, so let's just scale this up to all way in our scene. Okay, thankfully it is automatically get placed. Let's press G, Y, and move it to our photo. Okay, we got our photo placed just below the rope. Okay, now what we have to find is clippers. What to call it? Cloth clipper. You can filter this too. Free first. It will help you find the free. Yeah, I have used these. This white one. And let's see if we have any individual. Yeah, we got this wooden clipper. Okay, just simply drag it here. It will automatically snap to whatever model we are looking forward to place. Oh. S G Y. Let's fix this before you add it here. Okay. So if a thick rope is between this, let's not become too obsessed with the details for now. Press R Z and rotate it all the way around. R Z 90 tilt. Yeah. So it is here. Go to top. Okay. And G Y, place it on the rope. Okay, as thickness is not that much, so we will have to increase the scale of our clipper, S, and scale it all the way up to something like this. You can see here. Okay, this is why I have placed this. Then GZ. Then GY. Oh, sorry, GX. Think we will need to scale it down a little more. Yeah, this is a sweet spot. GX slightly here. Great. Okay. Now we will have to duplicate this. So what you can do is we have this null objects to control this. So we can simply just copy or duplicate from here. That way it is going to be easier. Also copy and control V. So we got everything. G Y. Sorry, it doesn't work like that. Press right click, select hierarchy, then Control C and Control V. Now it is going to work. As G Y G, yeah, G X and yeah. Now, so this is our basic scene. Let's enable our camera. Okay, and first look on the biggest picture. G X. Okay, yeah. This is looking a lot better now. And what I did, I don't know. Okay, now let's add some lightings and I think let's add some textures. So as of now, I think all the screenshot we were looking, we had other screenshots. Yeah, as you can see, I didn't get this rope, but this is okay, right? Fine. So we will need to desaturate everything. Okay, all the unnecessary assets, or we will say necessary assets, but we don't want any colors here. So let's do one thing. Let's go to shading tab. Okay, and let's tap on this. Oh, what and mostly good. Okay, tap this rope. Either you add one. If you press Shift and A, you will get a search bar like this. We will search for hue and saturation. Just place it here and drag the saturation all the way down. Okay, now we have got desaturated thread. Yeah, you could call it thread. Same rule with these wooden sticks. Just press Shift A, select hue saturation, place it here, drag saturation to all the way down. Same goes with this. Shift A, select hue saturation, and drag this to all the way now. Okay, now let's add some textures to our wall. Select the main layer and press plus. Now if you have seen any newly painted wall or any wall in general. You can see very fine, no edges, no, not edges, very fine dots or uh, some kind of what we call it, roughness. Yeah, some kind of roughness. So right now it is smooth, very smooth. So let's add something. First of all, we need its color to be slightly bluish tint. Now let's add color ramp and also one noise texture. Okay. Uh, and one normal bump. Shift another bump. Okay. Now what we have to do is connect all these normal to normal. Okay. This color to height and this color to factor. Okay. So this is going to look like. Now what we have to do is scale it all the way up. Scale it up. Okay. Details. Push details to maximum. Roughness. You have to increase the roughness value. Okay. So we have got pretty good roughness. Nice. Looking so far so. Okay. You can use color ramp to squeeze everything. Okay. Just or else you don't need color to this gives you a little more flexibility to walk around. So all our textures are done. Everything is done. This is a very simple, below scene. Let's go back to our layout and let's add our lighting. So to add lights, press Shift A, go to lights. I think I have added one simple spotlight, or you can add a point light. Point light works great. We will see what rendering is going to look like. Okay. Press Z, go to rendered. Okay, this is not good. Go to here render engine. From EV, let's switch to cycles. One device, press GPU compute. Once our GPU compute, now let's grab our spotlight or sorry point light, G, Y, and move it all the way up like this, GX, something like this. Okay. So our wall is looking very rough. Very rough. Let's go to shading and use press Z and then render. Okay, remove this. It is going to rotate this. Yes, we add this. It is very illustrated. So let's decrease the strength. Something like this. Yeah, we have few abnormalities. This is very smooth. After adding this, it have some kind of roughness still intact. Let's move it up a little more. Okay. Now, yeah, get to go.
Please.
Okay. You can also change roughness from here. If you go all the way up, it is not going to affect background cut. We will need to make this photo shine. So drop roughness to something like this. Okay, we don't need to make it metallic because in natural world we only have two types of elements. One is metallics and other is non-metallic. Okay, there is nothing between that. Okay, so if you are placing anything between a 0 to the maximum 1, okay, then what kind of uh, not making sense. So just either place it to 0 or 1, nothing in between this. Okay, as if you are saying it is some kind of mixture of metal and non-metal. This is any an acceptable case, or you just want to make something that is stylized. So it is a plastic photo, or you can say a paper photo printed in glossy sheet. So then press. Oh, I haven't saved it. Yeah, right. So then Castro. Say, okay, all my project files will be available in the Discord server for only those who have bought elites. Okay, so we got a scene. Let's go to layout, and what we will need is a slight, animation. So to animate anything, just press I. Okay, I means it will add a keyframe at whatever frame you are. Okay, so right now I want this to come from, like, reveal it from left to right. So I will move the camera GX to a place where it is not seeing the photo. Okay, then press again I. Okay, let's move to somewhere around 100 frames. I think 40 frames would be a sweet spot. Then press again G, Y, sorry, X, and move it here. Okay, so G, X. Now take note, if you don't press I, the keyframes will not appear until and unless you have selected auto keyframing option. But this is auto keyframing. Right. So let's say if I change anything, sorry, G, if I change anything, it is automatically going to add a keyframe. But I by default it is not on. You have to on it. Okay. So press I again, and we got a smooth animation. Okay, let's scale this up. SX, and let's scale our rope to SX. So this is going to, yeah, first see. Let's do something with our light. It is not being as pleasing. G, and Y and G and X. Yep. And let's go to our light settings. Let's increase the intensity. Something like this. Okay. You can also do one thing. I think this is another reason why it is so bright. Go to shading tab and then select world and detach this. Okay. Or you can just select this and drag this all the way down. And go to layout. Now what we will do is do some graph shit. So go to graph editor, and as we are moving from left to right, you can simply select this. This is value graph. Okay, we don't get any speed graph in Blender. So let's grab all these handles, press G and X, and increase it to something like this. So now it is going to it is going to end smoothly. Okay, so we have made our first scene. I hope you understood how I did this. We will continue the second scene. It is going to be take a lot more time for the second scene because it integrates all the AIs, and basically I had to go through I had to make a new workflow that makes my effort what I can say, that makes me efficient, because if I had to model everything, then animate everything, then rig everything, that will take a lot of time for me.